Hey guys, I'm Matt Nichols at MrMaple. We got the big desk out here today. We're going to do an unboxing for you guys.
Hey guys, I'm Tim. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and as always, shop on MrMaple.com. Today we've got a really cool opening of a book that's just came out. We're real excited about it, and it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'm Brian, and we got a really cool video for you today. We've got some really amazing books on Japanese maples, and I was really excited to get these, and I know you guys are excited about this too. Mm-hmm. So we got this. We're going to unbox this and show you guys what we got.
So we've got the new books from John Altyn. John has been a longtime friend and customer of our business. Gosh, John was shopping with us back. I mean, when we first started doing mail order, in fact, some of the trees we shipped him are in this book. I know some of those cultivars haven't been anywhere else in the United States, so I know he was shopping with us extremely early on. And yeah, we just appreciate him as a customer and as a friend. And we wanted to get on here and talk about his book. We did cut it open to make it a little easier.
I haven't looked at it.
I haven't even looked at it. I know Brian did a whole video on his channel talking about this book already. So if you want to do a deeper dive, you can check that out.
Did you write a foreword for this one?
I did, yeah. John is a good friend of mine. We've been friends for years, and he's just a huge supporter of MrMaple and a great friend, and just a wealth of knowledge when it comes to maples, and his lifetime experience with it is pretty amazing. And this book really does a great job illustrating that, and just it just has so much in there. Even beyond just Japanese maples, just history and different things that he discusses. It's really cool.
Well, y'all ready to get into it?
Yeah. We sliced this bad boy open, but I hadn't really got into it yet. I saw Brian's book for a split second. I know the artwork in this thing is impeccable. Probably should have brought some knives in here. But
John does have some really good.
I got you covered right here with the knife.
Yeah, we actually have two books here today because Tim and I both got a book. One to read and one to collect, because we're hoarders of all things maples. Maybe one day we'll do a full breakdown of our MrMaple library. I don't think there's much book-related content we don't own on Japanese maples. So we had to get this book.
So he's protected these things really well with a lot. Oh man. Oh wow.
I mean, these are premium true and true.
What's the tree on the cover? Do you know?
I'm not sure what cultivar that is.
It looks almost like a Mikazuki.
Would be my guess.
Yeah.
But I'd have to look and see if there's anything on it.
I mean, phenomenal artwork on this thing.
Volume 1, Maples on the Pond Nature Preserve, Japanese Maple Leaves, A through L. Pretty awesome, written and photographed by John Altyn, A World of Swirling Colors. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Now this is A through L, so he's going to do multiple volumes of this?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is going to be quite the book to have in your collection. I know you guys are just like, I've seen your collection of books, and I'm always impressed by just how much you try to obtain all that different information. And I think John's book definitely has a place in that collection for anybody who's really has a lifetime appreciation of maples. This book definitely
got the personal note here from John, and I've got this with 4 of 100. Excuse me. I know Tim has 3 of 100. Brian has 2.
That's right.
And John kept number 1
That's
there.
right.
So really special that we could to get these. I mean, really cool to have John's autograph there. Now, before we even get into it, John's lived a really interesting life. I know Brian jokes that he is the Dos Equis guy. He's the most interesting man alive.
Brian, since these are your words, would you like to read the foreword?
Sure, man. I'll read it. It was something I wanted to do for John. Just me and him have shared kind of a bond in our passion and also our faith, and so kind of together we kind of feel like we have this purpose in life to beautify the world through Japanese maples, and to kind of be stewards of God's creation. So that's kind of the inspiration for this.
That's awesome.
So it says, many are called, but few are chosen. It has become quite clear that my dear friend John Altyn has been chosen to be a true ambassador to the world of Japanese maples. He has embraced his purpose and began a journey scouring the earth to obtain and preserve every precious variety With true artistic form, John has captured the beauty of Japanese maples. In this book, he displays the amazing diversity of nature, bringing together a collection of characteristics and traits that enhances and defines Japanese maples. This is a reminder of what makes us each different is what unites us. His testimony of dedication and perseverance is an inspiration to us all to leave this world a more beautiful place. Together, we are painting the world with Japanese maples.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
That's
dude.
beautiful, dude. That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
Time to get in.
Oh man, it's such...
There's so much going on here. Now again, this is just A through L. So this is aconitifolium all the way down to luteins.
So this goes through and starts off with, and talks about John's journey and sort of.
So
Wow.
I know a little bit about this from being friends with John, but I know you know even more. Tell us about John the musician a little bit.
So, I mean, people may not know that about John. He is one of the most talented musicians I think I've ever heard. I mean, he's got just a unique style and creative genius behind so much cool music that's in soundtracks for movies, and I mean, he's just always got something going on in the music world and has been a part of that for a long time. He just seems to have so many different segments of his life that
Right.
he's passionate about. It's really cool to see that, and part of the introduction of this book is kind of talking about what got him into Japanese maples and the history of his family, and the nature preserve is a big thing that John's been a part of, where he's planted thousands of cultivars there, and it's really cool to see his passion for maples is really awesome.
So he's got a world of experience in the music world. I know he had some hits. He had some different stuff. I've looked him up. I've listened to some of his playlists. I know he played on several slasher films in the 80s that were really cool. Some heavy metal stuff. He did some blues stuff. He did all over the place.
Oh man,
he's also quite the artist, from what I understand. Outside of photography, he is an art.
for sure.
He could be famous for just his artwork.
Absolutely, he has some of the most amazing paintings.
Yeah.
That I just super realistic and detailed, and very creative of what he paints, and just it's amazing to me. I'm not a painter,
right?
But to take an empty canvas and to capture maybe a scene in the woods there is really, really impressive to me to be able to paint that out, and he does an amazing job with it. I mean, he does drawings as well. I mean, he's got into cartoon drawings, like old stuff. It's
I know
crazy.
he did some stuff for Warner Brothers. I saw him posting that.
It's really crazy. Just some of the stuff he gets into.
He's lived a million lives. It seems like he's done every little aspect. Certainly bring in the photography skills to this book. I mean, it is next level photography, but it's not just a photography book. He's got information here as well. It's definitely one of the best maple photography books you'll ever find.
Looking through here, he's got a lot of good things about his observations at the Nature Preserve.
Yeah.
And that is just awesome because it is a gardener who's sharing his experience with the plants. I mean, that's what it is he's gotten these plants, he's been growing them, but he's also sharing his experience with amazing photography. I mean, that is amazing.
I think that's a really cool concept to have a book where you have real life experience. It's not just a description.
Right.
It's actual real life experiences with it. And he took the time too to photograph in every season, your spring, your summer, and your fall, to kind of show you what that tree's going to look like in different seasons.
Yeah.
And you just think about how much time that took to get that perfect picture of spring, summer, and fall. And his dedication to that, I think, is really impressive in this book. It shines through just his passion about it and how much effort he put into it.
Very cool. Now, I know he spent a lot of time studying bonsai as well.
Yeah.
He's got a litany of bonsai experience. I mean, what blows me away is the photography. I mean, you're going to have to look through the book yourself. I'm not going to show you all the pages, but the photography in this thing is amazing. There's so much going on here too, guys. There's a lot of information, a lot of great photography. If you're into Japanese maples, I think it's a must-have.
Absolutely.
I mean, granted, I'm kind of the target audience. I mean, I'm a sucker for this kind of thing. Even if I didn't know John, I'd be like, get me in line right now.
Absolutely.
But knowing him and friendship we have, awesome dude there. And
so some of these are actually seedlings that he grew that's probably not even in the nursery trade right now.
well, they're getting there. I think a few of them are starting to get produced.
That's awesome.
I need to get a few of these. I'm noticing right now myself too.
His photography, like you said, is just, I mean, it's absolutely stunning. And he's been a huge inspiration. I mean, when I came out here to work for you guys, I was really like, hey man, I'd love to get out there and take some pictures, and I've had the joy of doing that. But a lot of the inspiration that I got that got me really creative in that was through John. He was always posting his photography online, and it's just absolutely amazing how he captures it in just that perfect light and display of all the different characteristics. It's an awesome book, man.
There's definitely a lot of plants that you'll find in here that you won't find in any other Japanese maple books.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some stuff in here that's definitely not listed in the 4th edition, so it's going to be your only source for some of that.
But the photography in here, capturing it, is just what strikes me. I mean, this is some of the best photography, and he's made the photography. I mean, that's one of the reasons why John probably self-published this, because normally whenever you do a book, the photography is what costs the most.
Yeah.
The photography and having photos of each of the seasons.
Right.
Normally, if you do a book on Japanese maples,
right,
you're lucky to get a photo of every Japanese.
Yeah, publishers don't want to give you this many photographs. They're like, sorry, can you fill up 99% of the pages with
words, small
writing, and then we're going to put like one small black and white photo in the corner. We don't want, the money is definitely in this kind of photography, because it's on full display here at its best too.
I mean, there's just so many cool things in here. I mean, I just keep flipping through the pages looking at this. We really don't have time to go through and read each of the descriptions today, but just looking through here and seeing the photography is telling me that I'm going to be spending a lot of time in this book and reading through it and seeing what his experiences are with many of these trees.
Guys, if you like this kind of thing, let us know. We may do some more book breakdowns. I know I've had a lot of questions about our library.
Yeah.
John's just a good friend of ours. This book's out now, so it's hot off the presses. This is one that's available right now in 2023 for the first time.
Absolutely.
And he's put a ton of work into this.
If you want to get a copy of this book, contact John Altyn on Facebook.
Yep.
He's in the Mr. Maple Friends group on Facebook. And this book
it's worth picking up, guys. This is 100% worth picking up. It's a good book. If you like maples, it's a no-brainer.
I mean, this is. I mean, I highly recommend this. I mean,
and there's only going to be 100 of these.
Right. I mean, these are going to be very limited, and it's going to be one of those books that you as time goes on, you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have got that book.
Right.
But definitely, it's something you could spend hours and hours and hours just sitting back enjoying. It's a conversation piece, something to have out at your house for people to, if you say, hey, somebody says, yeah, well, you like Japanese maples? I mean, you show them this book.
Yeah.
I think you could turn anybody into a Japanese maple lover just by taking a browse through this
book. In a
book.
lot of ways, a couple years ago, a lot of people were after Yano's book.
Yeah.
And then once it was gone, they missed out. So, I mean, I would tell people this is going to kind of have that same kind of thing, like get them while you can. The value is only going to go up on them once this kind of artwork is no longer available on the publish. But I mean, I hope he keeps going with this. This is phenomenal work. It's phenomenal information. And cheers to our good friend John Altyn. I hope he's doing well today. Always appreciate him as a customer and friend. And just phenomenal artwork.
Are we looking at Celebrations to cover?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to get with John and see what we got on the front cover there. But
I mean, this guy's phenomenal stuff going on here. Let us know in the comment section below if you'd like for us to do more media type content. I mean, we're hoping to get John on here and do a full podcast interview with him. Maybe we can twist his arm.
Yeah.
Such an interesting guy. I could think of hundreds of questions I have for this guy. And I just want to get this on here and show off this book. Again, this is by Altyn Artworks, our good friend John Altyn. And this is a phenomenal book. You can find him mostly on Facebook, probably one of the easiest ways to catch him. Again, this could be a limited run, so you definitely want to pick this up before these are gone.
Man, this photography is just crazy.
It's such a great book. His pictures really do illustrate, along with his experience and the written information there. The pictures really do illustrate that with it to give you kind of a fuller understanding of each cultivar and their unique characteristics. I highly recommend it, guys. Contact John Altyn. Get one of these books. You will never regret it. This is something you can enjoy for the rest of your life. It's stunning to just sit back.
We'll also put his contact info, or at least his Facebook page, and a few other things in the description of this video. So if you want to catch him through there. You can let him know that Mr. Maple sent you.
Yeah.
Also, let him know your channel so they can see your breakdown of the book as well.
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel called North Carolina Living, and so I do a breakdown of the book also. I was able to get one of the first copies that John mailed out.
Yeah.
I was really, honored by
jealous of
that. And yeah, but it's I do a little breakdown on that and show a little bit of the inside of the book, and but it's really amazing. Something I think we should definitely encourage everyone to contact him and get one of these books. I know he would appreciate that. All of his hard work and life experiences and time and passion is in this book. You can see it clearly. So I felt great to support him. And
oh man, when you know people do cool stuff like this, you gotta support it. That's what it's all about, man.
I was looking at 136, and he put green Mount Fuji, and this was one of the plants that Matt and I collected in Japan.
Yes.
Yeah, very cool.
At the base of Mount Fuji.
Yeah, amazing.
It's just cool going through here and looking and seeing plants that he's gotten from us.
Yeah, and you're right, Matt. I've had several people ask me if this book has things that the other books, and you're right, it's going to. So, I mean, this is going to expand your horizon of Japanese maples into other newer cultivars that aren't in the older books. So, it's really exciting to see those in here because I think it's just, I mean, it doesn't get much better than this book right here.
Guys, thanks so much for tuning in to today's video. Hope this showed you something cool you might not have known about. I don't know if you're not in John Altyn's little universe of Facebook friends, you might not even saw this yet.
Right.
I know we've got over 15,000 subs, so hopefully we sold him some books today. Go check out my friend John Altyn's book. Support him. It's great work. I highly recommend it. And hey, thanks for watching the Mr. Maple Show.
Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.